On a frosty morning in Cleveland, Ohio, Sophia Collins stood at her kitchen window, lost in thought. With Christmas just around the corner, a sense of melancholy had settled over her. Just then, her daughter's excited voice cut through her reverie. "Mom, look, I finished all the Christmas cards." Amy, her 8-year-old daughter, beamed as she displayed her handcrafted creations. "Amy, these are wonderful. Grandma and Grandpa will absolutely love them," Sophia replied, trying to mask the anxiety that had been gnawing at her. Life had been tough since her divorce 6 years earlier. Her interactions with her ex-husband were now just transactional, limited to discussions about child support. Working as a tax consultant, her earnings were modest, barely covering the rent and monthly expenses. "Amy, did you have breakfast? Don't forget, today's the last day of school and you have your Christmas party," Sophia reminded her. "I ate already, Mom. The party's going to be so much fun." Amy's innocence and excitement briefly lifted Sophia's spirits. The upcoming Christmas break meant a family gathering at her parents' house. Her sister Hazel, who had married a wealthy lawyer, would be there with her family, too. They lived in a lavish mansion in an affluent part of Cleveland. Hazel's son, 10-year-old John, was always outfitted in the latest designer clothes, a stark contrast to Amy's secondhand garments. "Mom, do you think I'll get to play with John at Grandma's?" Amy asked hopefully. "Of course, honey. John will love your handmade cards," Sophia replied, though she knew that at past gatherings, John had barely acknowledged Amy, absorbed in his latest gadgets. The disparity wasn't just between the children. Sophia's parents, Alice and Daniel, had always shown a preference for Hazel's family, praising her achievements and beauty. This favoritism had left deep emotional scars on Sophia, and now she saw Amy facing the same subtle rejections. On the kitchen counter lay a small paper bag containing a carefully chosen sweater for Amy, not expensive, but picked with love in her favorite color. "Time to go, sweetheart. Put on your coat. It's chilly outside," Sophia called out. "I can't wait for Christmas." "I'm so excited to see everyone," Amy chirped, her smile bittersweet for Sophia. Christmas morning brought the aroma of freshly baked cookies into Sophia's apartment. Amy had woken up early to bake special treats for her grandparents and cousin. "Look, Mom, I even wrote everyone's names on them. I made Grandpa and Grandma's extra big," she exclaimed, her face glowing with pride. "That's wonderful, sweetheart. Everyone will love them," Sophia assured her, her heart aching with pride and sorrow. As they drove to her parents' house, the world outside was a pristine white canvas. Upon arrival, Hazel's luxury SUV was already there. Inside, the house was warm, with a splendid Christmas tree taking center stage in the living room. Hazel and her family were comfortably settled, Hazel in a designer dress, and her husband William in what appeared to be an expensive sweater. John was engrossed in a new tablet and didn't look up as they entered. "Sophia, you finally made it," her mother remarked with a hint of irritation. "You're late. We've been waiting." "I'm sorry, the roads were busy," Sophia apologized as Amy eagerly presented her box of cookies to their grandmother. "Thank you, Amy," Alice said, eyeing the unevenly shaped cookies with a slight frown. Despite the undercurrents of judgment, Sophia held Amy's hand tighter, hoping that the day would pass with peace and that her daughter's genuine joy and thoughtfulness would warm their hearts as much as it did hers. Sophia stood with a hesitant smile, delicately placing a tray of cookies on the side table. "Let's start the gift exchange," her father Daniel declared with enthusiasm. "We'll begin with John." As John tore through a mountain of gifts, the room buzzed with his excitement and the adults' admiring comments. He unwrapped the latest gaming console, designer clothes, high-end sneakers, and a smartwatch. "Thank you, Grandpa. This is exactly what I wanted," John exclaimed, proudly displaying his new gaming console. Alice, his grandmother, smiled broadly. "Only the best for our dear grandson." Next, it was Hazel and William's turn. They received luxurious items like an expensive wine set, designer accessories, and spa gift certificates. Hazel beamed, "Dad, you really know my taste." When Sophia's turn arrived, She nervously handed her parents a neatly wrapped box containing a quality tea set, chosen carefully within her modest budget. Thank you, Daniel muttered, setting the box aside without much interest, while Alice barely acknowledged it. Then came Amy's turn. Alice handed her a large paper bag. Amy's eyes twinkled with anticipation, but her excitement faded as she discovered it was filled with John's worn-out hand-me-downs. "Mom, these are," Sophia started, lost for words. "New clothes are a luxury," Alice stated firmly. "These designer hand-me-downs are perfect for you, Amy. Be thankful," Daniel added with a sneer, implying the clothes were more than adequate given their financial situation. The room's mood turned cold. Amy's face fell, but she managed a weak smile and whispered a soft thank you. Hazel, smirking, nudged her son John. "See, your old clothes are still useful for Amy. Doesn't that make you feel good?" John, disinterested, muttered, "Oh, yes," and returned to his gaming device. Despite her rising anger and sadness, Sophia swallowed her emotions for Amy's sake. "Amy, I have something for you too," she said gently, handing her daughter a small package. Amy opened it to find a soft blue sweater. "Wow, Mom, it's beautiful." "Thank you." Her smile was genuine this time. Later, Amy sorted through the paper bag of clothes again. To her surprise, she found a few slightly worn designer items that were still of good quality. "Mom, look. This scarf and jacket are really cute," she said, her creativity sparked. At dinner, Amy was quiet, lost in thought as she sketched in her notebook. Sophia watched her daughter with concern but was reassured by Amy's whispered, "I'm fine." On the drive home, as snow gently began to fall, Amy suddenly spoke up. "Mom, I want to remake these clothes. I think I can turn them into new designs." Surprised, Sophia listened as Amy continued. "Grandma said new clothes are a luxury, but transforming old clothes isn't. I've always been interested in fashion." Sophia, struck by her daughter's determination, felt a profound shift was about to happen. The day after Christmas, Sophia, still processing the previous day's events, heard sounds from Amy's room. Peeking in, she saw her daughter surrounded by John's old clothes, now scattered across the floor. Amy sat at her desk, intensely working on a new project with a sewing machine Sophia had once found at a garage sale. "What are you doing, Amy?" Sophia inquired. "Look, Mom," Amy exclaimed, showing her the garments she was transforming. She was repurposing pockets and buttons, merging them with different fabrics to create entirely new outfits. Though her stitches were uneven, her passion was evident in every detail. "Did you come up with this all by yourself?" "Yes," Amy replied, flipping through her notebook filled with sketches. "I watched some tutorials online and combined different elements to make something unique." Sophia looked on, amazed and proud of her daughter's ingenuity and spirit, realizing that this was just the beginning of Amy's creative journey in fashion. Sophia was utterly speechless. Her daughter, Amy, only 8, was transforming a seemingly thoughtless gift into a wellspring of creativity. Quietly, she sat next to Amy and whispered, "Can you teach me?" Throughout the Christmas break, they worked together, taking apart and reimagining the hand-me-downs from John. Sophia even fetched old sewing manuals from the library, and they pored over them together. Amy's designs were refreshingly innovative, merging unexpected elements that breathed new life into old garments. On the last day of their holiday project, Amy held up her creation triumphantly. A once-tired polo shirt now ingeniously combined with scarf material, transformed into a chic blouse that married Instagram charm with mature grace. "This is wonderful, Amy," Sophia praised, deeply moved. "It'll be a hit at school." "Really?" Amy's eyes lit up. "Can I wear it tomorrow?" The next day, while buried under a mountain of paperwork at her desk, Sophia's thoughts kept drifting back to Amy. She wondered how her classmates would react to the outfit Amy had designed herself. That afternoon, Sophia checked her phone to find the parent group chat abuzz. Everyone was admiring Amy's outfit, mistaking it for boutique fashion. Sophia's heart swelled with pride and joy. When Amy came home that day, her smile was radiant. Everyone loved it, Mom. Even the teacher said it was very stylish. That evening, spurred by the day's success, Sophia posted pictures of Amy's designs on social media. The response was overwhelming, with numerous likes and glowing comments. During her lunch break the next day, Sophia researched upcycling and discovered its growing popularity amid increasing environmental awareness. Hope sparked within her, and she asked Amy, "Would you like to go to a fashion design class this Saturday?" Amy's excitement was palpable. "Really? I'd love to." At the local art center that weekend, Amy's talent shone brightly. Linda, the instructor and a former professional designer, was impressed. "This child has a real knack for combining elements in ways many adult designers can't." Motivated by her daughter's burgeoning talent, Sophia used her evenings and weekends to learn about launching an online shop specializing in upcycled fashion. She invested a little and created a website, Amy's Renewals, featuring a small collection of redesigned clothes. Amy was skeptical. "Will our clothes actually sell?" "I don't know, Amy, but it's worth a try. Let's show your talent to the world," Sophia encouraged. To their amazement, the first collection sold out within 21 hours, and soon, inquiries for more flooded in. As the business grew, they sourced more secondhand clothes from local recycling shops. By spring, Amy's Renewals was featured in a local newspaper as an eco-friendly brand pioneered by a young visionary. Business was booming, but as Sophia prepared shipments one night, she realized they were reaching their capacity. "We might need more help," she pondered just as news of potential layoffs at her firm reached her. Initially fearful, Sophia soon saw it as an opportunity. Holding her severance notice, she declared to Amy, "I've decided to focus fully on our business. Let's turn Amy's Renewals into a proper brand." Amy leapt into her arms, ecstatic. "Yay! We can design together every day." Meanwhile, Sophia's parents, who had been distant, suddenly showed interest in her venture, claiming they had always supported her independence. Sophia knew better and responded firmly, asserting their self-sufficiency. "Dad, Mom, Amy and I are doing fine now. We don't need your support." With renewed determination, Sophia and Amy resolved to move forward on their own terms, embracing the journey of turning their creative passion into a thriving business. Amy and Sophia had long moved beyond relying on secondhand clothes out of necessity. Amy gazed at her mother, her eyes shining with conviction. "Mom, our clothes aren't just discarded items, they're treasures." Inspired, Sophia coined a new tagline that perfectly captured their ethos, "From hand-me-downs to treasures." This became the essence of their brand, Amy's Renewals, which quickly emerged as a leader in sustainable fashion, catching the attention of major retailers nationwide. The success of Amy's Renewals transformed Sophia and Amy's lives in ways they never could have foreseen, especially since that challenging Christmas 4 years prior. In December, Sophia stood in the living room of her new suburban home, watching the snow blanket the world outside. The sight stirred a deep sense of gratitude and wonder at their journey. What began with Amy's creative spirit and Sophia's unwavering support had blossomed into a nationally celebrated sustainable fashion brand. They now operated on a model where they collected secondhand clothes and, with the help of a talented design team, transformed these garments into one-of-a-kind pieces. Their new home was a stark contrast to their old apartment, more spacious, filled with light, and significantly warmer. "Mom, what do you think of this?" Amy asked, holding up a sketchbook. Now popular at school and recognized as a fashion icon by her peers, Amy was hailed by the media as an Instagram revolutionary in sustainable fashion, celebrated for her originality and artistic vision. Sophia admired the design in the sketchbook. "It's perfect for our spring collection," she affirmed. After a moment of reflection, Sophia shared a new idea with Amy. "I'm thinking of hosting a holiday party this year. I want to invite the whole family." Amy's eyes widened in surprise. "Grandpa, Grandma, and Aunt Hazel's family too?" she asked. "Yes, everyone," Sophia confirmed, her voice resolute. Sophia sent out invitations on special paper made by Amy's Renewals, each one hand-decorated by Amy herself. The responses came swiftly. Everyone would attend on Christmas Eve. Sophia had the new house decorated splendidly, hiring a party planner to ensure the celebration was eco-friendly. Decorations made from recycled materials, organic food, and table settings that featured the green and gold colors of Amy's renewals adorned the space. "I'm a bit nervous about everyone coming," Sophia admitted to Amy as she prepared for the party. "It'll be okay," Amy reassured her confidently. "We're stronger now." As the guests began to arrive, the atmosphere was tinged with a subtle tension. Alice and Daniel were the first, their nervousness palpable. "Thank you for inviting us," Alice said softly, holding a small gift bag. Hazel arrived next, accompanied not by her usual high-end attire or her husband William, but by a new partner. Her son John was there too, his teenage indifference clear. Once everyone had gathered, Sophia tapped her glass lightly to start her speech. "Thank you all for coming. Today is not just a celebration of the holidays, but also marks the 3rd anniversary of Amy's renewals becoming a national brand." The room fell quiet as Sophia recounted the origins of their business, born from the hand-me-downs Amy had received one Christmas, which dramatically altered their path. At the climax of her speech, Amy approached a draped display case in the center of the room. With a flourish, she unveiled it, revealing the clothes John had handed down to her 4 years ago, now transformed into the first pieces that launched their brand. The room reacted. Hazel blushed, Daniel cleared his throat, Alice covered her mouth in surprise, and even John looked up from his smartphone, his interest piqued by the display. "These clothes were the beginning of our story," Sophia concluded, her voice filled with pride and emotion. At a family gathering, Amy spoke with unmistakable assurance, expressing that what may seem worthless to one might be invaluable to another. In the hushed room, Sophia unveiled large gift boxes, distributing them to each family member. "These are our Christmas gifts for you, a unique collection curated by Amy," she announced. Each family member unwrapped their gifts to discover high-quality, upcycled clothing, each piece uniquely tailored to mirror the wearer's personality. Sophia, speaking softly yet with impact, stated, "From now on, I want everyone to experience the pleasure of receiving something made just for them." Amy chimed in, her voice gentle. "Grandma always said new clothes are a luxury, but today, let's indulge." Emotions ran high as tears filled Alice's eyes, and Daniel averted his gaze, embarrassed. Hazel was visibly shaken, caught between shock and remorse, while John, intrigued, inspected a custom-designed jacket. "Amy, this is really nice," he said, genuinely appreciative. Amy smiled warmly. "I designed it specifically for you." As the evening progressed, Hazel approached Sophia, stumbling over her words. "I'm proud of you, and I'm sorry for everything I've done to you and Amy over the years." Sophia saw true remorse in Hazel's eyes, a sight rare in previous years. "Hazel, we all make mistakes. What's important is what we learn from them," Sophia responded. Toward the party's close, Alice took Sophia's hand, saying, "I'm proud of you," with Daniel nodding in agreement, acknowledging their past failings. Sophia recognized their efforts, feeling that, although complete forgiveness was yet to come, this night marked a new beginning. "We can't change the past, but the future holds new possibilities, a second chance for Amy, for you, for all of us," she reflected. Outside, as snow blanketed the ground, Amy stood by the window, contemplative. "Mom, it's strange how things turn out. For years ago, I resented hand-me-downs, but they led us here," she mused. Sophia wrapped an arm around her, sharing a moment of reflection. "Life has a way of transforming painful experiences into the most profound gifts," she observed. A year later, the impact of that Christmas was evident. Amy's fashion initiative had blossomed into a globally recognized brand, and at just 15, she was celebrated as a pioneer in sustainable fashion. Sophia, too, had founded a nonprofit, imparting design and business skills to underprivileged children. Their home was filled with warmth as family members, now reconciled and growing closer, gathered for another Christmas. Hazel, reformed and rebuilding her life post-divorce, now spoke weekly with Sophia, expressing her regrets and newfound humility. As they celebrated, the family toasted to new beginnings and mutual appreciation. Their bonds strengthened. Laughter and heartfelt conversation permeated the room, a testament to their healed relationships and the true spirit of a family Christmas. Reflecting on their journey, Amy expressed gratitude for the unexpected ways life's gifts had arrived. Outside, the falling snow seemed to echo this sentiment, blanketing the past and offering a fresh start, a serene symbol of new hope and possibilities.